Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and thank you for coming back if you are returning. It is my birthday and it is also the day before Valentine's Day, which is pretty cool. And I decided that I haven't done a Meet the Artist in a couple years. I think it was in July of 2023 the last time that I did one. And this time, instead of making a reel or a short, I really wanted to have more of a sheet instead of a video. And yeah, so I started drawing myself. And yeah, since the last time that I drew myself for you guys, I have cut my hair and I've dyed it, and I also got braces, which is awesome. But since it's been a couple years, my interests have changed, and just I don't know, I added some more fun things. In a little bit you'll see that I added my favorite items that I own, and yeah, no, it was just pretty cool. Recently I have been writing a lot for my stories and my lore, and you guys kind of know how invested I am in my stories. And I've been writing poetry, which is odd for me because I never write poetry. And then I've also just been writing a lot for specifically Telegrin and Barley. I kind of have an idea, a really strong idea of where I want to head with them in the story. And so I've just been writing little scenes of them, or mostly Telegrin talking about Barley, or Barley mourning over the person that he's become. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm really enjoying writing that, and it's just so fun. I love my characters so much, and I love that you guys get to kind of figure out who they are with me, because honestly I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, I was writing today, and for from basically 3 to 6 I just wrote the entire 9th chapter of the book, and I reached page 50, which I was oh my gosh, big milestone. And I put it into a little page converter and stuff, so it was how many, the standard amount of words on a page, which is 250, and then how my word count over the entire thing. And if it was in an actual book form, it would be about 72 pages of writing, which is pretty fantastic. I'm still struggling figuring out the pacing of my story. I'm gonna go back and probably add a bunch more things in and stuff, but I feel I'm actually getting there. And also I am getting a much bigger opportunity to actually have time to work on this and stuff, and not just kind of do it whenever in my free time and stuff. It's actually kind of something that I need to nail down now. And so I'm so excited and so thrilled that I get to work on this finally. And I know that I have enough time where I could sit down and write it if I really wanted to, but my writer's block has been bad for a year, and this is the first time in a long time that I felt I've actually been able to come out of it. So here in my drawing you can see that I am just struggling with the pose so much. I don't know what it was, but I didn't end up liking the little rock the rock hand symbol and stuff. I don't really know what to call that, but so I copy and pasted the body because I was oh, what if I want to use it later and stuff. I was trying to make an interesting dynamic pose, but for some reason that day I just couldn't. And it's also hard because when I draw myself, I really want to get my proportions correct and stuff, and when I try to do a more difficult pose with that, it can be tough and stuff, because I can't really just go willy-nilly like I can with my own characters, because it's my it's my body. I know how I know how my proportions are and stuff, so I really try to get them as accurate as possible, but it's definitely a little tough. I was gonna put my hands behind my back, and then I was no, that's for the weak. And if you do that, that's completely fine. I just try not to do that, because I can draw hands and I can draw arms. I was just struggling Man, it just seems like I take a long break from that then. Okay, yeah. And then I decided, I was like, oh, what if I held my Apple Pencil and just put my hand on my hip? And I ended up liking this pose a whole lot better. I struggled with the hands a little bit, but it's okay. I nailed it down. And this year has been such like a good year for my improvement in art, but also like I didn't really realize how much I improved until my friends and my family tried to like show me how I had improved, because I'm a big like, oh, I did nothing and stuff. But I actually think I drew more this year than I have basically ever, besides maybe the first couple years that I was drawing back in like 2020. And I was pushing out like full pieces and stuff, which is why I think that I drew more, is like I actually completed things which used to be super hard for me. If you go back and look at my old art, it's a lot of just like sketching pages and stuff, and just like it's so bad. You can go see that on my Instagram, but I never, like, it was really rare for me to do full pieces, and because of that I never got good at doing backgrounds, and so I would just kind of like do whatever I could, if that was just like a plain background, or I would throw a pattern on, or I would just leave it white. But because last year I improved so much on backgrounds and like finishing pieces and a lot of like facial structure stuff, I felt like there wasn't really much to improve on this year. But I think what has improved the most is the like fluidness of my poses, and like how like I feel like I've gotten a lot better at anatomy and just proportions, and then also like just like the way that like things look more alive. I think I used to be really, really stiff in my drawings, and everything just kind of used to be like, I don't know, like I felt like there wasn't any motion or like really emotion and stuff. And so I think that I've improved in both of those fields. Yeah, here's the part where I start drawing in all of my little personal things. I have my childhood stuffed animal, and I have my junk journal, which is pretty cool. I got rid of the bracelet because I thought of a couple more things that could have gone in there. But yeah, no, also this year I've improved on hands a lot. I think hands were always something that I really, really struggled with, and now it's a thing that, like, if it's like a really difficult hand pose, then I'll struggle with it still, but like I feel so much better about it, and I just feel like I actually like know what I'm doing, which is a first, because like I used to be so bad at drawing hands, and now I feel good about it. Also, I think that like I have really I think that the reason that I was feeling so like, oh no, I don't know about my art style and stuff, like if it's improving or anything at all, it's because I feel like I've actually clicked into an art style that I've stayed consistent in for a couple years, and so like I feel like I haven't really been able to see improvement because of that. But I'm so glad to be in the space that I am with art, and how confident I feel in my style. I feel like everything is just like right, and it's coming to be like how I've always wanted my art to be. There are definitely still some things that I want to improve. A lot of things, actually. I need to draw animals more, and I need to like still get better at my poses and try doing bigger projects than what I've been doing. But I just feel like I'm so grateful to just like be in this place where I can actually feel really comfortable with my art, and I'm just really grateful. And then also, I wanted to mention this because it's insane to me. Thank you guys for enjoying that Sally Face short so much. Like, I made it, and I thought that people would like it, but I didn't really realize how much people would like really like it. 10k views and 1,000 likes is like insane for me, guys. I don't know how many of you guys have checked out my Instagram or anything, but I'm really small, and my most liked reel was something from like 2 years ago that I just made randomly, and it just got like a crap ton of likes, and I felt like super great about it. But like, this is the biggest thing that has happened to me, and so I just feel super grateful. And then you guys all commented such nice things. I was like so happy to just like respond to you guys, and I'm sorry if I haven't responded to you guys, but it's just like, it feels great for me, and I feel so supported. And I just like go watch the reel some or the short sometimes, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how big this got. So yeah, thank you guys so much for that. And then also, I gained like 60 subscribers for that, and that's crazy. That's crazy, guys. I don't know. I don't think I've ever gained that many subscribers or followers from a single thing. I'm almost at 100 followers, guys. That's insane. Oh, whoa. Here's me flipping through all my favorite albums and stuff. Sorry, I keep looking down and different things have been filled out and stuff. I'm just kind of like looking ahead of me and like spacing out into my room and yapping. It's okay. But yeah, no, I decided to add a bunch of things like my favorite music and stuff like that. I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna do the same thing where I was gonna add a bunch of like pictures of things that inspired me and stuff, but it took so long to like import all of those things and then move them and size them right and stuff that I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that again. But yeah, no, I finally got it all figured out, and now I'm drawing my favorite pairs of shoes. I love my shoes so much. My shoes are great. Yeah, also, this is so random, but I'm looking at it in my room right now. The Spider-Man hat that I have was crocheted for me by one of my closest friends, and I wear that thing all the time. I wrote it in my favorite things, like in that little bubble up there. It's literally like my favorite thing in the whole world. It's probably my favorite item of clothing right now. It's just, I don't know. Emily, thank you for making me that. I love you so much. Oh, now we get to color. That's awesome. I didn't really know what colors I should be doing for my outfit. I have a couple different kind of options that I could have gone with, and I ended up landing on the white and the blue color scheme because I really like that tank top and also those pants recently, and I don't know, I just decided to draw me with that. So random, but whatever. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go through soon and start like coloring all of like the little doodles that were around, and that was so much fun to do. It's all on one layer, and it's just like a bunch of little doodles, and it's so fun. I don't really know why it's paused here for so long. I must have just left my canvas open, but yeah, I think it'll start coloring soon. Oh, there we go. There's Draggy. I'll put a picture of Draggy. He's my childhood stuffed animal, and I love him to bits. I'll also put a couple pictures up of my junk journal. I think it's so cool. I'll drop in a couple pictures of all of these items because I love them all so dearly. That's why they're in my favorite items list. I struggled with the background color so much. I had no idea what to do. For a while I was going to do this red, and then I decided that I hated it and that it was too dark and too oh my gosh, why can't I think of the word? It contrasted too much with like the rest of how everything was going, and I also couldn't really figure out like how to color the likes and dislikes thing, and so like that was just a whole mess for a while. The background, don't mind it, it's so horrible, but I promise that I fix it. I promise that it gets better. Yeah, I decided to go with a lighter color, and I saw that blue a couple times ago, and I landed on a blue. So I think it's either this blue, or I might have lightened it a little bit. I have no idea. I can't remember. But no, there are my favorite places down there, and I have Edinburgh, Scotland. We have gone. Me and my family have gone there a couple times, and it's just like, it's just, I don't know, my favorite city. It's the most connected to a city that I've ever felt, and I love it so much. Edinburgh has my whole heart. We went during the Christmas markets, and it was incredible. I loved the Christmas markets so much. I also have Mount Rainier on there. It's just such a special place to me, and it's just so beautiful. It's the most beautiful place on earth, honestly. Just the whole Pacific Northwest is just gorgeous. I have a stupid drawing of Dayu down there. You probably can't really see him. I'll close up on him real quick, but I loved doing that little drawing of Dayu. I think it's so funny, and I don't know. Dayu is just such a hysterical little character. I love him so much. But yeah, no, finishing up the last little couple things for coloring, and now I'm just doing the shading. Shading is such a fantastic part of art. I love it so much. I also have the cute African Pijaku rain frog, that statue that Ari made me. Thank you, Ari. You're incredible. But yeah, no, that's my entire sheet. I was going to do something with the background there. That's what that was, but I didn't end up doing that. Here is the finished product, and I did some close-ups on some of the parts. You can pause if you want. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And if you have a February birthday, happy birthday, and thank you all for watching.